Okay, let's try that again. If you're watching this and you haven't watched the one post-crash, the game just crashed. I'm not going to show you all the extra games because that's what I was doing when it crashed last time, so I'll just load into a game um, and we'll go from there. As I was saying on the previous one, great game. It's got its issues. I was talking about the story mode, how it feels like disjointed when you get from one spot to the next. It feels like you're starting somebody else's story, even though you're all playing as the same character all the way through. Um, Graphically, it's great. There's a couple of mechanics in the game that are a little annoying, like your crafting and stuff like that feels a little too complicated, I want to say. Am I crouched? Right. I was crouched. As you see, when you look down, you see your body. It's your actual body, not like in CD Projekt's game. Again, we'll get into that. Pipe bomb I'll grab. Graphically great. You cannot kill the alien, which is annoying. It does have a hide mode, so you can hide. If you pull right shoulder, it brings up your thingy. You can hold your breath and everything in there. Obviously you got your crouch. You do have run. The more noise you make, the alien can hear you. As you can see, there goes the alien. If I come over to here, before he sees me, over here, you can hide from the alien in here. There he is. If you pull back, left shoulder, pull back, will hold your breath and step away from the door. Or forward will look forward from the door. As you can see, he can see me. If you're forward, he can hear you breathing. The way they've done it is the alien actually has two brains. One brain knows exactly where you are. The other brain doesn't know where you are. And what it does is the game randomly throws from the first brain to the second brain. So that's how we knew to come in this room. Because the brain that knew I was in here said, go here. But the brain that doesn't know I'm here, it's like, why? And you'll search the room. And that is probably one of the better mechanics, but I just wish you could kill the alien. There he is there. If you walk slowly and all that, or don't knock into anything, he shouldn't know you're there, but there's always a chance he'll know you're there. I'm not too fussed if I die, I'm just showing you the gameplay. So the stress of the game would be, will the alien get me? Will the alien get me? It's like normal games, loot boxes, that sort of stuff. Find materials. If I bring up this, you can see the map. The big circle that you can see in the center of the screen there is where my current objective is. I've got to go to that area. The little green floppy disks, that's your save locations. The red crosses or X's, they are locked areas. Ladders are ladders. The explanation mark is a point of interest, so there's something there. And the box, I believe, is a stash or searchables. Crafting is a bit of a pain in the ass, but it's not rage-inducing. So when you're hiding, if you press the left shoulder, you can bob up and down. Here comes the alien. Hello, buddy. If he notices you, you're pretty much dead, regardless. There's no... once he's spotted you, there's no, like, can you outrun him? Or if you hide from him once he's seen you, it's like, No, he knows exactly where you are. So yeah, you got to be cautious of that. You've got, where is it? That's your quick select wheel. That's through circle or B. As you see, I do have a revolver. I do have a flamer and also stuff, but it doesn't kill the alien. It just scares it away. Gosh, I had to crouch. There is a run, but it's pointless running because it just makes more noise. There's the melee. Flashlight. The alien does see the flashlight, so if you're walking around and you got glass windows and use the flashlight, the alien will see that and come for you. Those are safe spots. Obviously, I haven't done anything. That's why the game's saying please wait, because I can't save because I haven't changed anything. But I believe if I come and grab this blueprint, I mean something has changed. Should be in our save. No, I'm not sure exactly what denotes that game of going. Okay, you can now save again. There is a mode. If I stand here and bring up here and go options, I believe it's in audio. No, it's not in there. Is in game. There it is. Noise detection and head tracking. If you've got the PlayStation camera or some sort of tracking device, the head tracking, if you move your head left and right, it will alter the screen's perception so you can look around things. The noise detection is if you've got a headset on that has a mic or you're using a mic, and for example, like how I'm talking now, that will be projected into the world. So, me talking to you guys, the alien will hear that if he's close by. It adds good suspense to the game. The head tracking, I tried it when I first got the game. It's a little, yeah, no thank you type thing. As you can see, graphically, it's probably one of the better games graphically. It's just a shame that there's no like peaceful survival. Like take the alien out, and you've just got to cruise through. I reckon that would be a great mode to add to it. Generally speaking, if you're a person that doesn't like a slow-paced, watch every step, it isn't going to be for you. But if you're a kind of gamer that likes, you got to think about, will this attract the alien? Will this progress me through the game, or is it just sidetracks that's going to get me nowhere? Then you'll like this kind of game, because you can get sidetracked, end up in the middle of nowhere, and have no benefits from doing that, and end up literally just wasting your time for maybe a blueprint. As you can see, this is the reason why I'm saying if you don't like slow-paced games, this game is not for you. He will continue to know I'm here on one of his brains, because he's got as I was saying, he's got the two little brains. One brain knows where you are, like it knows exactly where I am, but it's not telling the one that's actually operating the movement of the thing. It's not telling it like it's here, go here, but it's saying, "Ooh, go to that room," because that's where I am. So go to that room. So the alien goes to that room, but it doesn't know why it's going to that room. So it goes to that room and search. Can see nothing. Leaves. He goes, okay, why is my other brain still saying go to that room? So it'll come back in again. And it sometimes it gets stuck in a loop where like you could be hiding in that locker. I can hear it moving around to my right. You could be hiding in that locker. You'll come out, move 2 steps. You'll hear it coming again. Of course, its first brain is telling the second brain, no, you need to be in that room. And it can get frustrating. But if you can look past that, the game itself is actually quite entertaining. and the difficulty level is to the point where it's a challenge, but not frustrating. Except for the alien, he can get frustrating. That's why I wish they had a mode with no alien. If there was no alien, and you only had to fight the occasional, because you do fight other enemies, humanoid enemies, hence the reason why I've got the revolver, and the androids. You do fight them. So there is combat. It's not a first-person shooter. It's a puzzle survival game at its base. Everything you knock into, like for example, if I come out here, if I bump into this, well, this chair movable? No, it's not. That one is. Doing that causes noise, and the alien will hear that noise if he's nearby. So you got to be very careful what you bump into. And as I showed you on the map, my objective is I've got to come in here, I've got to get a PIN number or password to get to the next section. Most rooms to have some spot to hide. So for example, like under the bed there, if I crouch, you can actually hide under the bed. Obviously this isn't the best spot, but it can be used. Same with, as you see here, there's a locker. There is little boxes. Actually, there might be one out here if the alien doesn't get me before I get to one. Those little boxes there. You can hide in them. So there's plenty of hiding spots. The actual like gore level, yeah, so. That's the key card I needed. There's the main lobby area. I can hear the alien again. I can use the shutter. I should shut the shutter. No, that's something else. Okay, he's coming because he's heard that. So I'll put in here. If you got headphones on, you can actually hear the direction it is. He's off to my left, and I just heard him use ducting. If you've played it for a while, you'll start to recognize sound cues. So one sort of sound will be, oh, he's entering a duct. The other kind of sound, oh, he's exiting a duct. All that sort of stuff does help. Same with, you'll hear certain footstep sound changes. So you know, okay, that's a metallic sound. That's, what would you call this? Linoleum sound. And you go, okay, there was, that kind of flooring was in that area. So he's over there. I can see a door. So he's just around the corner. And if I pull up, wrong one, as you can see, there he is there on the little, little dot. If I could use, there he is, right in front of us. If you've watched the movies, or if when you play the game, you'll learn to read the scanner as well. Faster the beeps, the closer he is. Slower the beeps, further away he is. Same with the dot. The curved lines that go around the screen indicate distance away, and it's obviously where you're looking. And when it finally loads in, if I stand up and pull it out, that little line around the edge of the scanner is your objective direction. So if you look, it's straight, that direction is where I've got to head. The little three, if you see where the little line is now, those three semicircles, quarter circles at the bottom there, if he's not in front of you, so if he's not in that cone, it'll just light up one of those three if he's nearby. It doesn't just pick up the alien, as you can see it's off to my left, so the alien is off to my left. If I turn around, as you can see, it's off to my right now. Its beeps are fairly quick, so it's fairly close. So, for you to hide. Great game to play. I do wish there was, as I was saying, like a peaceful survival mode. So not necessarily peaceful as in there's no enemies at all, but no alien. And I also wish there was maybe a co-op or something along those lines so you can play with a friend. That would be really cool. Um, this game has one of the best starts to a game I've ever experienced. Um, if you've watched the movies, most of the movies start with them waking up from the cryopods. The game does the same thing, and it is like, this is the movie, and it just sells it so well. There are problems like the first stream I tried to do of this. Um, Graphical bugs, audio bugs, that sort of stuff, crashing. It is still very raw in that aspect, but you can look past most of them. The longer you hold your breath, if you hold it for too long, your character will go, and the alien will hear that. So you have to be cautious, only hold your breath for a certain length of time or you'll hear you there. In this state, you're not breathing normal, you're breathing lightly, but you're still breathing. When you go back, your character breathes even lighter. And the longer you do that, your character will get short of breath and make the noise, and the alien goes, "Ooh, I heard that," and come for you. Okay, I think I'm safe to come out. Probably not, but whatever. Under the tables does work as hiding spots. Without spoiling the game, there's not much more I can tell you about it. The worlds, the maps, are very, very well detailed, and it does feel like it's part of the movie. So you'll look at something and go, yes, that looks like it could have been a spot in the movie. If you play the Crew Expendable, you actually play in the set of the original movie, so the Nostromo and all those sets are in there. You go down a certain area, oh, this was in the movie, and it feels like it was from the movie. So I would highly recommend it. This is one of the few games, if it didn't crash and didn't have any of the bugs, it would so be a 10 out of 10. A good hard 10 out of 10. It is one of those kind of games, it's like, why this isn't more out there, I do not know. Well, I kind of do, because it's a niche category. It's hide and seek, basically, and not a lot of people enjoy hide and seek games. A lot of people want to go in there, shoot, slaughter the enemy, and finish the level. You cannot do that on this game. The alien cannot be killed. You have to hide from it. Every other enemy can be killed, but it's not like in a Call of Duty where you can pop 20 bullets into an enemy and it's like, oh, I'm a bullet sponge, I'm fine. You can hit them once and kill them, but they can also hit you once and kill you. So you have to be very cautious of what moves you make and take into account, will I survive that encounter? Is it plausible to even engage that enemy? You might need to get to a point just behind them. So you would have to bring up, for example, can I bring it up while I'm under here? No, I can't. You'd have to bring up your weapon wheel and select, for example, where is it? It's not in that list. There's noisemakers and stuff like that, or a flare. You could get the flare, for example, and just say toss it into a different room, and the alien or the enemies will be attracted to the flare, or who threw the flare. They would go to that and you can sneak around them. Sometimes that is what you've got to do, because there might be 3 enemies and they've all got weapons like a revolver or a shotgun or something like that, and all you've got is your revolver, and you will not be able to take all 3 of them out before they take you out. So you have to distract and work your way around. Not bagging on Call of Duty people, but they don't strategize in that way. They strategize, put a buttload of bullets in a person, hope that they fall dead, run through their spot. This game doesn't work that way. You've got to be strategic. Will I be able to take them out before they take me out? And if so, will me taking them out or them taking me out attract the alien? Because getting into gunfights makes noise, and it's attracted to noise. Light, noise, all that sort of stuff. You got a bag on your tail, buddy. All that sort of stuff attracts the alien. So if you're trying to survive from him, you got to be as quiet as possible, and hidden as much as possible, because you cannot kill him. So you can scare him off. If you shoot him with the flamethrower, you heat him up, he goes, oh, that burns, and he runs off. But he'll be back. So it'll give you a leeway of maybe 5 minutes with no alien. Sometimes he's quicker. And sometimes he goes, screw you, you threw flames at me, I'm coming back for you. Other times it's like, ooh, I won't go back for a while because I'll get burnt. So that's where it's all the challenge. So him. And then obviously deciding on whether to engage or not the enemies and take the chance of attracting him. I say him because in the movie and in the game, you never know whether it's male or female. It's a xenomorph. But the fact that there is a queen suggests that every other one below the queen are usually like workers, and generally speaking, they're males. So like you think of a bee or an ant. All the workers or that sort of stuff, which is what he would be classified as male, and then the queen, the breeder, would be a female, and that's why I call it a him. So anyone who's going to go, oh, gender equality, it's just the way it works, dude. It's nature. Yes, I know the alien isn't real, and yes, whoever designed it, whoever decided on what it... I know who designed the alien, but like design like the fact that we want this guy to make his look, and this is the way it acts, and this is its genetics. The person who decided all those, they're the only one that can say, well, it's a male or a female, because they're its creator, basically. Okay, he's inducting right now. He's in that direction. So if I bring up my map, he's kind of, if you see where that light is in the background, he's kind of in that area. That goes to the hallway and it comes around there, around there, around there, and it does a loop to there, and then also comes up and does a loop around this way. That door is locked, which comes into the same hallway, and the thing I need is kind of there-ish. And he is roughly in that spot. So I could walk out there and take a chance of getting him. You know what, fuck it. You can use the ducting, but it's also a prime location for him to come and get you. So you have to be careful of that. There's a hiding spot there, hiding spot there. There's no roof ducts? No, okay. You do have to be careful, there are ducts that are in the roof. Press square to activate. Oh, because I've got the flare in my hand, duh. Revolver. Trying to think if there's anything I've been showing you. Is that. He's coming. Hide. Yeah, I've pretty much shown you all there is. If you're looking for a good challenge of a game, I do recommend it. It's fairly old at the moment, so you could probably get it relatively cheap. If you're not very slow survival orientated, maybe not. But if you do like a good survival and a thinker strategy game, then by all means get it. It's a good play, especially if you get it on sale. Well, between this stream and the first attempt before the crash, it's come to about 30 minutes on this game. I'm going to try and squeeze a couple more out of the good and bads. I'm still going to do the one on Tuesday, which is going to be some of the anime ones. I'm going to try and lump as many as I can together with that because there are so many. I'm going to tell you which ones I recommend and which ones I don't recommend. And I'll show you gameplay from one of the better ones. But yeah, this game, as you can see graphically, it's pretty damn good. It's not what I would call best on the planet, but it's a good, decent, all-round gameplay. So the game plays well, looks good. As I was saying, some of the mechanics are a little annoying, but nothing particularly rage-inducing. The fact you cannot kill the alien is probably the most annoying part of it. The crafting mechanic could have used some streamlining or a better, I want to say layout, but it's not much the layout that's the problem. It's, how can you explain it? It's intuitive. It's not very intuitive. It's not like, oh, I just boom, like in Minecraft, go to the workbench and plonk the stuff in the shape of the tool you need. It's not very much like that. It's very much, you gotta hope that you get better materials. It does tell you, like, if you're trying to craft a particular item, what you need, and you just gotta hope that you've got those items. So yeah, well, I just died, so I'm gonna call it there. Again, if I had to give it a rating out of 10, it'd probably be a 9 out of 10. If they could fix the crashing and the couple of little annoyances that are in the game, it would be easily a 10 out of 10. If it had multiplayer, or I should say co-op, or because I don't want a Battle Royale style version of this. I want Minecraft or Saints Row style of multiplayer, where you join a friend, you help them in their world. Dying Light's another good example. That kind of gameplay. If they add that, 11 out of 10. Character customization would be nice, but in story mode, you're playing as Ellen Ripley's daughter, if I remember correctly. So it's part of the, in brackets, movie timeline. So the character customization wouldn't make any sense. But yeah, there you go. Alien Isolation, 9 out of 10. I do recommend it. I don't know whether there's much in the way of modding on the PC. If there is, that would be awesome. Wrong to call it. I'm straight after this. I'm going to do another couple because I'm feeling up to it. Weather's allowing. It's stinking hot, but the weather's allowing it and everything. So like, get them out of the way where I can. I will catch you in a little bit. Take it easy, and I will catch you next time.